Hey everybody, welcome to Rusted Up. This is a brand new channel and we're going to start doing challenges regularly, but this is going to be our first one. We're going to do a generational Ford F150 challenge to include a Ranger. And my name is Paul and these are my co-hosts Jordan, Tim, and Matt. We're going to do this challenge and we're going to see which one can stand the salt of time that they have thus far had to endure in the UP winters. So this is my 2005 F-150. It has about 170,000 miles on it. Four-wheel drive works when we got it. It has a neutral safety switch issue, and that sometimes causes it just not to start, and so you sit there and fiddle with it for a while. But other than that, for the most part, other than being very rusty, it runs, it drives, four-wheel drive works. We changed the oil and put some fuel in it, and it was ready to go.
So this is a 1997 F-150. It's got approximately 170,000 miles on it. This one was actually in an accident in the back. It had to have the four-wheel drive fixed by Matt to get out of the yard. It does run and drive, and now the four-wheel drive does work. We do have some slight brake issues, so that's going to make it quite interesting. They got about an inch of actual pedal. And then we had to make some custom exhaust for this one because there was some exhaust work to be done.
All right, this one is the 95 F-150. This one did not run or drive when we picked it up. We actually had to drag it out of a snowbank at the scrap yard. We had to fix one of the tires came off the bead. We had to figure out which gas tank to use. We ended up going with the rear because the front leaks, obviously. I mean, look at it. We did find a broken spark plug, so we changed the spark plugs and it fired right up for us. The four-wheel drive works great. It does have some custom clearance in there, just in case the tires are too big. But other than that, she runs great.
This is my Ford Ranger. We got some really good mud off-road tires. Took the mirror off because I don't like to look at the past. And great window here, very clear. Cleaned it up real well. And you know, it's in a bit of a rollover, but it might make it. It might make it around the track once. So I think we're good. Yeah.
All right, we got all of our vehicles out here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go up the road in front of us, and we're going to see if the vehicles can each make it up, how fast they can make it up. We're going to run a timer. We're going to bring them up in four-wheel drive and see how fast they can get while they're going up the hill. See how shaky they are with their rusted out frames and rusted out body parts and, well, dangling bits. And should be really fun. And yeah, we got all of our compadres ready to go, so it's time to go.
Camera is ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. It's two-wheel drive, 45 miles an hour. I should have buckled in. All right, we got up to 45. Perfect. No shakes, no crunks, no lunks.
All right. No, my timer isn't on. All right, tell me when. 3, 2, 1. The RPMs are crazy right now. It's zero. I don't even understand how it's there. So about 9 seconds. Pull up behind him, I guess. Well, about 9 seconds slower than fall through. For how long it took us to get traction, that's not bad. That was a little fun.
Are we rolling or are we waiting?
Rolling.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
brakes on there. 23. Whew. 23, we're past the jump. There we go.
I can't stop.
All right, guys. You know you're supposed to park over here, right? You know, we got the Fords here.
I didn't have any brakes. I had to come over here. I had to use nature.
Yeah, nature's brakes. Ditch. Works every time. He's second fastest time behind you now, though.
Nice.
Ah!
That's awesome.
Knock on bed.
But other than that, everything went good?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's winch you guys out.
It was,
Jorden.
it was a little less terrifying than riding with Jorden.
I got an idea. Don't worry, I'll be sure not to wind it up right again.
I think you should just hook it up right there instead.
Oh yeah, that's a good spot. That'll do.
That's perfect. That's a tow point, right? I think the manufacturer put that hole there.
Yeah, I don't see this ending well.
Well, Jordan's Jeep starts sliding here, so we needed to get some wood blocks, but we didn't have any. So, in a pinch, backhoe works just fine. You can see Tim here playing with the trees, just having a good time. Jordan's doing all the work. But as you can tell, this old truck, even after getting buried in the ditch, is still going. Still able to turn all the wheels, a little bit of hop, but it's doing it. Tailgate dragging in the snow. When we finally did get it out, it still managed to get right up on its feet, drive over its own tailgate, and all was good. And as you can tell in the background, the producer finally got his phone. We made sure we picked up all the extra parts. We collectively still don't know what that was.
You're rolling?
Countdown.
3, 2, 1. This time it's not gonna be good. I think your tires might be an advantage. Nope. Nope, you're right. Definitely not. Woo-hoo-hoo. $28.87.
Oh, I'm the worst.
Were you?
I'm the slowest.
I ran up right
Going
into
right back into 4 high.
ran right back into that.
Well, guys, after doing the two-wheel drive hill climb, how would you guys rate everything? Matt, let's talk about Paul's first. Seeing how you were in there.
Paul's truck, it just kind of felt like a truck. There weren't really any weird noises or issues, and it has some kind of traction control, so it stayed pretty straight the whole time. You really had to turn off the traction control to really mess it up, so it went pretty smooth in Paul's truck.
It looked like it.
How about your truck?
Mine was very scary. It jumped back and forth consistently, as Matt can attest. We later actually found out, Tim and I found out as we were backing into the yard at the end of that day, that the tires were actually loose. So all 4 of the tires were loose. One of them was actually completely almost off the vehicle, which would explain why when we were trying to go anywhere, it was jumping everywhere, and that's why it was so scary. It was extremely loud. The exhaust was insanely loud, and it was at like maximum RPMs and jumping back and forth like the entire time. There were lots of vibrations, lots of noises, and it just generally felt very sketchy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah,
It felt
I'm, sure, I'm,
sketchy.
I'm sure you did. Tim, how was yours?
Mine was good. I mean, she was a little all over the place, but other than that, it went great. There's noises, but if you're driving an older F-150, you're gonna have noises. So I wasn't real concerned about them. The only issue I had was coming up towards the crest, and I realized everyone else slowed down for that, and I didn't. So I ended up in the snowbank. I can't stop.
Matt, how
That's
was
fine.
yours?
My Ranger was not controllable in two-wheel drive. I don't know what was wrong with those axles, but every time I hit the gas, it was just like, we're going sideways.
I did notice
Sideways, sideways.
I was passenger for your timing, so I did notice that as well. It was very slidey. I have a feeling that the fact that we found out later that the shafts were moving, that may have played a big factor.
I think I should have thrown more empty beer cans in the bed for weight.
That would have helped.
That may have helped.
Yeah.
Where's my pillow?
Overall, let's say let's do a scale of 1 to 5. How well do you think your vehicle did going up the hill? How would you rate Paul's?
5. No problems whatsoever. Went smooth.
I would have to say that mine probably can say 1 because it did make it. So I'm gonna say that that's a bonus.
That's what I was gonna say. Technically, they all made it.
Right.
So
So that's a bonus, but it was very, very sketchy off the start trying to get the traction, and it was also very, very hard to get it to go straight. So I'd say 1 on mine. How about yours, Tim?
give it a 5. I mean, it lost some traction, but I mean, if you were to just crawl up that hill, it'd still do it. So.
Very nice.
Yeah. I'd give mine a 2. I guess maybe 1.
I feel like yours did better than mine.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in time, but mine was also like jumping.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we were trying to move. So that's yours did at least fishtail move instead of a because like all I could hear was wow when we were going up the hill, and it was just redlining. It was pretty.
Yeah, I'll give
pretty
mine a
nice.
2.
There's a lot of exhaust. Yeah.
Yes.
That was most of what you hear. Stay tuned for more. We have a rally race coming up.
We have a trailer pull.
And more general shenanigans. And also don't forget to like,
Comment.
Share and subscribe.
and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Do you want to do that one more time?
Yep, we're gonna do that again.